Here's what you need to know about the Grade 1 Metropolitan Handicap on the Belmont Stakes undercard. The morning line favorite is the 5-year-old Nisos, who went undefeated in 3 starts while pursuing the Kentucky Derby trail at 3, but was forced to the bench due to injury. After being defeated a neck in the Grade 1 Churchill Downs Stakes on his return, he reeled off 4 wins in a row, including the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. He was most recently second to Forever Young in the Saudi Cup, only his second loss in 9 starts, and will be cutting back from that 9-furlong race for the Met Mile. Journalism will also be cutting back in distance for the Metropolitan, racing at a mile for the first time since breaking his maiden as a 2-year-old. The 2025 Preakness Stakes and Haskell winner can't be accused of ducking the competition, as he's faced the best in his division throughout his career and has just been a step behind the likes of Sovereignty, Fierceness, and Forever Young. This will be his second race off a layoff after finishing 3rd in the Oaklawn Handicap, so journalism should be ready to put in a big effort on Saturday. Knightsbridge disappointed as the favorite in the Churchill Downs Stakes on Kentucky Derby Day and comes into the Met Mile with something to prove. This horse has been brilliant in all 6 of his lifetime wins, including 3 straight victories against Grade 3 company by a combined 20 3/4 lengths. But those dazzling performances were against overmatched opponents, and he needs to show the world that he can duplicate those efforts against some of the best older horses in the country. Antiquarian returned off an 8th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Classic to win the Grade 3 Westchester Stakes on May 3rd, and is already a Grade 1 winner at Saratoga in an eventful running of the Jockey Club Gold Cup last year. The 108 Beyer speed figure he earned that day is a career high on par with both Journalism and Nisos, and only Knightsbridge's at 112 in the Gulfstream Park Mile is better. The 6-year-old Saudi Crown was a Grade 1 winner in the Pennsylvania Derby as a 3-year-old, and was only just beaten in the shadow of the wire in the 2024 Saudi Cup, but his recent victories have all come in lower-level stakes. He's on a 2-race win streak, defeating the talented Benduke in a ratings handicap on March 5th, and then winning the Grade 3 Commonwealth Stakes at Keeneland on April 4th. Rated by Merit won the first 5 starts of his career, 4 of those in restricted stakes company, and most recently finished 4th in the 7-furlong Carter after racing awkwardly in the stretch. While this represents another step up in class, running back to the 106 Beyer speed figure he put up in the Discovery going a mile 2 starts back could put him in the mix. Rounding out the field is Rapoli Stables and West Point Thoroughbred's Vibe, a 4-year-old colt by Into Mischief who will be making his first start in stakes company against a very tough group. He's on a 3-race win streak at the mile distance, breaking his maiden by 9 lengths last April, then was on the shelf for 11 months before returning to win an allowance at Gulfstream in March and another allowance at Churchill Downs on Kentucky Derby Day. He's a half-brother to the Grade 1 winner Outwork and costs $3 million as a yearling, so expectations are high, but this is an awfully ambitious test.